And hello, welcome to another episode of the frequently almost daily Dungeon Pages show. I am wakasm, and I'm here to play another session of Dungeon Pages. I am currently working through all the extra heroes in the year-long adventure set. I'm up to bonus hero number 5. He's a repeat. Zafinn the Mischievous Wizard this time, so he does have different weapons and relics, but he does have the same ability as last time. But he does come paired with a new dungeon, Shan's Tomb, or Shan Tomb. Only a handful of folk know of its existence, and their number is dwindling. Yep, so we're going to attempt this today and see how it goes. My first attempt for this combo. So let's take a look. First, let's take a look at Zafinn. Zafinn dreamed of adventure, but also had a rebellious streak. Despite his talent for the mystical arts, he often found himself getting into trouble with the elders. They took the eager but troublesome student under their wing, hoping to channel his energy into something more productive. So his ability, Beam of Energy, sacrifice a good die, choose a die result of 3 or less, and double it. So he basically can double his abilities, which is pretty good. He does not get range until the Rod of Lightning, so that might be troublesome. But he does get some diagonal stuff. So if we can clear out the first dungeon, we should have a little bit of leeway to do things. He gets an early second dice. Both dice come pretty early as well. Range, and then what is this ability? I've not seen this ability before. I think it's just a reroll. I don't know why it looks different. I'm having a hard time seeing it. Give me 1 second. Well, I guess I have to look up what this ability does. Even though it's on my screen really large, I can't tell what those little symbols are in the middle. So let's see. See if we can look it up real quick. Okay, so that is a reroll all ability. I couldn't see what those 2 little dice were. You zoom up real close. I guess it's a lot more noticeable. Don't know if it's my eyesight or if it's my screen, but yeah, for some reason that was hard to tell. So yeah, that is a reroll both icon. All right. So yeah, being able to reroll all your dice is probably pretty good. So hopefully we can unlock that. And as far as new items go, we've seen the rune shield before. We've seen the improved salve. Steam power boots we've seen. Gabrielle's timepiece. Mark any number of your good dice twice this turn. So Gabrielle's timepiece seems kind of like a one-time use. Well, it kind of seems like the steam powered boots, but you could mark your good dice, but it's on 1 turn, so I don't know. I feel like with the theme of this dungeon, it probably will make sense. Let me kind of explain what's unique about today's dungeon. I think today might be a challenge. This might not be a win on the first try type of dungeon, but we shall see. The first new mechanic is we have these cursed rune spaces. There's 1 in every dungeon, and basically they act like traps, but they have a disarm value of 5, which you can kind of see here, but my head is covering the description of it. I guess I should maybe fix that at some future version of this recording, but for now, I'll just explain it. If I put anything lower than a 5, I actually have to lose an XP. That's the first part. So it is potentially I can lose like a bunch of XP if I get bad rolls in those spaces. But in addition to that, the final boss gains more damage for every rune that does not get marked out of all the dungeons. So there is 1 in the final dungeon that has to get marked if I want to take less damage from the boss. But if I was to like skip these 2, for instance, then the boss would do +2 damage. And he already starts, well, he starts with +1, but he would be starting with another +1. So if I didn't mark all 3 of these spaces, he's going to do 4 damage per turn, and that would not be good. So we are going to try and fix that as early as possible. So that is mechanic number 1. Mechanic number 2 are the horror mummies. Well, and that's the boss's mechanic 2. Mechanic number 2 are the horror mummies, which is these guys. If you mark a space adjacent to this monster, matching a number already adjacent to it, take 1 damage. So that's also kind of interesting. There's a little bit more, you're almost guaranteed. Well, I guess you are guaranteed to take damage one way or the other because they have 3 hit points. So, and they require 5 pluses. So if I put like a 6, a 5, and a 5, I'm guaranteed to take damage with all the mummies. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Actually, no, I'm wrong. You can do 4, 5, 6. Their defense is a 4, not a 5. 5, they trigger on 5s, but their defense is on a 4. So not guaranteed to take damage, but I do have to go out of my way to do 4, 5, and 6s while also maintaining a good path through the dungeon. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be a little bit tough, especially without range. That's the big, like being able to sacrifice a good die is really good for managing your path, but no range early on is going to be a little bit rough. So based on that, which dungeon do I want to try to tackle first? So I want to try to tackle one of these 1 dice dungeons, probably, but which one is the question? Do I want to do the Armoury, this one, or do I want to do the Gristmill? Feel like the Armoury is probably going to be easier. It's going to be longer. Actually, no. Well, how much XP do these? Oh, horror mummies give a lot of XP too. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You could potentially get out of this first dungeon with 12 XP, which really doesn't actually get you anything further. Like, I can't skip the burning hands, for instance, with that. So, all right, we're gonna do the Armoury. We'll just try it, see how it goes. So let's do our first roll. So I'm rolling a 4 and a 4. Mummies trigger on 5s. So that is good. Oops, I have to stop doing that. All right, so we're just going to do a very simple out of the gate 4 and 4. I think that's about as good as I'm going to do. Just trying to make sure I keep a mental idea of what path I want to take through this dungeon. So, all right, we have a 5 and a 2. So interestingly enough, okay, I gotta stop doing that. I keep saying that. All right, I gotta go down here. Okay. I'm just gonna put the 5 here. So we've done 1 point of damage to this mummy, and then 1 point of damage to this mummy, and I'm just gonna dump the 2 up here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that a little bit differently. I am going to use my ability. I'm gonna. Oops, I did not mean to reroll that. This was a 5. I'm gonna sacrifice this to make this a 4. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then no, I have to erase that and put the 4 here. So 1 point, 1 point. I did that just so I have more room to work with if I need to dump dice. Okay, so 3 and a 5. So I am taking 2 damage. So let's mark our 2 damage first. 1, 2. I don't have any ability to reroll. I mean, I don't have any ability to manipulate that, so I just have to take it. So I think this is just going to simply be a 5, and we'll put the 3 over here for now, and we will roll again. All right, so a 2 and a 2. So I think I'm going to sacrifice the 2, make this a 4, and going to continue this path down here. See if I can get a 6 to kill this mummy without having to take damage. I do get the 6. I get 2 6s, which is good, but I am taking 2 more damage. This is not the greatest start, but I do get the 6, which means that this mummy dies, and I can put the other 6 right here. All right, a low number and a 5. We like that. And we have a path going down this way, so I can sacrifice this 2 and do it like this. 2 damage, 3 damage, which kills this mummy. All right, so I do not have to worry about damage anymore. I just have to worry about getting through this dungeon successfully. So we are going to do a 2 here. We're going to get this potion and use it right away and give ourselves 3 more hit points. So that's pretty good. And we're just going to dump this 3 over here for now. We'll roll again. A 6 and a 1. We're going to use this 6 to cross off this cursed rune. It does not count towards unlocking our score when marking the space unless disarmed. Yep, okay. 3, 4, 4, 5, 4, and we have a 1. I guess we will put this 1 up here for now. All right, so now I have to worry about. Okay, I gotta stop doing that. You know what? We're gonna do this. Just lost our. There we go. Okay. Let's see if this is any better. Maybe I'll stop accidentally moving that. All right. So I have a 2 and a 4. I'm going to use the 2 here to get this coin, and I'm going to use the 4 here. That's a pretty simple turn. A 5 and a 2. All right. So we want to make sure we have a path out. So we're going to do a 5 here. We will put this 2 over here. So now we need a good roll. We need a good roll for this. It's not the roll that I was hoping for sure. Because we also want this key. There's 2 keys on the map though, but there's 3 locks. So I feel like the key might be pretty critical for this full dungeon. I'm not sure, so we're gonna see if there's a way to get it. And you know what? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna try to gamble that we will get well, 5 is not a good number to get out. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do 6. No, we're not gonna do that. We are going to sacrifice the 6 and make that 2 a 4, and we're gonna do this. Whoops. Yeah. So boop boop. There we go. So we have a couple extra rolls here to play with. All right. Do I want to get this coin set up? Yeah, let's do that. 6 and 2. So now we have 2 coins. We can guarantee the XP on the way out, I think. But we'll just have to see how bad this roll is. Okay. A 4 and a 3. Or do I gamble here and try to get that key? So if I gamble, if I put a 6 down, I can't get out if I roll 1s or 2s. I can get out if I roll 3. You know what? It's not worth it. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I can get out. I can get this key if I use 1 coin. I'll do that. I don't like doing it, but I'm gonna use 1 coin to make this a 4. I'll do 4. Let's just make sure 3, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4. Okay, that gets us out. So let's double check. We started here. 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4 out. We make it as far as I can tell. So we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 XP from the mummies, which is going to give us our first good die. And we're going to take the burning hands for some diagonal movement options. And then I think we are just going to play it safe, and we're going to just start straight up in the Gristmill. So this was 1. This was 2. We get an extra one of these. And we'll just start our adventure. We'll just continue our adventure. All right. So they did not trigger on once. So that is good. And this early 6 lets us do some damage right out of the gate. So how do I want to do this? We'll do a 6 here. And I will sacrifice this 3. Make that a 2. And I'll plop this 2 down here. And we'll go again. All right, so we got a low roll. That's pretty good. We are going to gamble a little bit. We are going to do a 5. So we're going to use the Burning Hands with the diagonal to go straight up. And then we are going to gamble on not taking a damage we'll put the 6 here. And we will use the 1 down here. 6 and 1. All right, so we're hoping for a 4. We did not get a 4, but I can sacrifice a good die, which I will do to turn this into a 4. Which lets us put a 4 here. So 1, 2, 3 damage. So this mummy is dead. And I have a 3 that I'm just going to go diagonal with and start heading towards this mummy. Let's roll again. Another low roll. So I don't take damage. A 6 and a 4. That's a good 6, 4. And I have to use this 1. So let's use the 1 right here. Okay. Okay. 4s. The mummies do not trigger on 4s. But I did not get a 5. So what do I want to do here? All right, well, what I think I'm going to do first is I'm going to sacrifice this 2 to make this 3 a 6. And I'm going to go diagonally up here. And I'm going to get this poison. And I have a 4 to use. And I think I'm just going to use the 4 diagonally right here to get this potion. Which means that we have an extra 2 health. I'm going to roll again. I do take damage unless I use a coin. I will just take the 1 damage from the Vhor mummy. So I'll just take the 1 damage. It's fine. I think it's just fine. Babe's last words. But I did get the 5 that I wanted. So this mummy is now dead. 6, 4, 5. And now I have another 6 and a 4 to use. So I'm going to do... use the 6 here. And that takes care of that curse. And I will just dump the 4 over here somewhere. All right. 6, 5, 6. So I do not take any damage because there are no mummies alive. All the Vhor mummies are dead. I'm going to use this 5 here to get this coin. Now, I could put a 6 here, but I'm trying really hard to put a 5 there. But I'm starting to run out of spots to dump stuff. Oh, I need a 6 here, so it's not too much of a waste. So we have 6, 6, 6. If I get a 5 here, that gives me a 6, 5, 4 option to exit. So I'll just dump a 6 here. Ooh, a 2, 5. Okay, we got the 5. So 5, 2, 2. Actually, do we want to do it? Yeah. Well, we have to hope now we get a 6, 5, and 4 on this next roll. 6, 5, or 4. Okay. We did not get a 6, 5, or 4 on this roll. But what we can do is we can just sacrifice a die, choose a die result of 3 or less, and then double it. I wonder if I could double the same die twice. Well, it doesn't matter. I could sacrifice this die to make this a 6. I'm going to sacrifice this die to make it 2. But I wonder if I could have made this a 4. All right, gives me one more roll where I don't have to use any coins to get out. So we got the 4 and a 3. So we'll just do 3, and then we'll do a 4. Okay, so that gets us out of the dungeon successfully, I believe. Let's double check. Always have to double check. Start at the door. 6, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4. We get the treasure. So this is a full clear. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's another 12 XP. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that puts us at 23 already. Okay, well, doing pretty good then, I guess. Because we get the extra range now, which is pretty key. We get an extra health. We get an extra good dice. Let's add that. So it's much better than I expected, to be honest. So the question is, for 23, do I get that? Yeah, I'm going to get the knock spell. I think we're going to need it for the last dungeon. So maybe I don't need the Rod of Lightning if I have the +1 range. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how these next two go here. So now I just have to pick which one of these I want to do next. Since we have all this dice, I don't think it really matters, but at least in here I can get these guys all have 2 health but are 5s or higher as well. So I think we will go after the guard tower first, and we'll just see how well this goes. I have 3 coins to use right now. No, I have 2 coins to use. Okay, so we have a 5. I am going to lower this 5 to a 4 with a coin. So it takes care of that coin. But these guardians only have a defense of 3. And they only take 2 health. So I think I could kill a bunch of these, or at least 2 of them right now. Which is what I'm going to do. It's just I have to remember that I have to get a path out. So I'm going to do a 6 here. And I'm going to use this 4 here. And that kills that one. And then I'm going to sacrifice this 2 to make this a 4. And I think I'm going to do 3, 4 like this. And we'll reroll. I do have an extra bonus range now that I can use. Okay, a 6 and a 4. If I can't lower it, and I can't reroll, so I just have to take 3 damage. So that one hurts. I have 3 guardians left, 3 damage, but I can probably kill another guardian this turn, which is what I'm going to do. And I can probably also do it while maintaining a path too. So we will use this 4. Sorry about that. 4 kills this guy. 5 and then a 6 like that. And then we will take this 2 and make this a 4, and we will grab this key as well. So at least now I won't take as much damage if I get hit, but that was a lot of damage to take. But they do not attack this time. A 4 and a 1. I have a lot of 4s to use here. So interestingly enough, I can do the following. Should probably just kill this guy first. Well, we'll do it like this. 4 gets us these 2 coins. And 4. Actually, no. We'll do 6 here, which gets rid of this rune. So that's 3 cursed runes down. And also kills this guy. So now we're not taking any damage unless I take wandering monster damage. So that was a 4, a 4, a 4, and a 6. And then I'm going to use this 4 up here. So I have a path. I have a couple paths out right now. This is still good. This path around here is surprisingly still good. But I do have to use this 1 somewhere. So I'm going to use it here and hope I don't regret using it there. And let's roll again. No wandering monster damage. No wandering monster damage. That's good. But no 1. No 1 is bad. So we have to slow things down a little bit here. Because I need to try to get that extra potion. Or I have to use a coin to grab it. So I'm going to sacrifice this 4 to make this a 6. I'm going to sacrifice this 6 to make this a 4. I'm going to sacrifice this 4 to make this a 6. I guess this means that we only have to put down 2 dice. Fortunately, it means I have to close off one of these paths. So I think we're going to close off this path over here. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's the exact same, right? Well, actually, if I put a 6, if I put a 6 here, I close off that path. So much. 4, 6. Yeah, we'll do it this way. 6, 4. So now we're hoping that we get at least a 1. This could be bad, but yeah, I don't know. I think we'll be okay. I might not be able to get that potion, but I think we'll be okay with 3 coins. All right. So we're okay getting out of the dungeon. I'm going to have to use a coin to get that potion though. So we'll use 1 coin. We'll use this coin up here. We'll do a 1. And then we'll just do a 4 and then a 4. And that gets us out of the dungeon. We did not take any wandering monster damage, so that's good. Let's double check that I did not make any mistakes. We can go 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Lots of 4s. That's all consecutive, which means this is another full clear. So we're doing pretty good, at least with XP. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 XP. Yeah, 10 XP. So 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. That puts us at what, 25, 30, 33. So we get this reroll. Is it reroll all or any number of dice? Just looked this up not too long ago and I've already forgotten. Let's see. That is after the roll step, you may reroll 1 or more dice. Okay, so it's not all. It's any number that I want. And I still have to grab something. So I think I'm going to skip this Rod of Lightning for now. I did forget too, I had this knock spell. I could have probably done something with that, but I didn't need to. All right. So we said 33, so I could take anything here. If I take this one, well, first let's give ourselves the extra health. If I take this one first, I can get a bunch of extra health. I can get up to 4 extra health. But right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 health to spend. So let's go big. We've never done this. Mark any number of your good dice twice this turn. I don't know if that will be worth it, but we're going for it. It's probably gonna be worth it only in the final dungeon, but we shall see. All right, so we are now in the Outpost. Let us roll. All right, so everything here triggers on 5s, so I don't have to worry about any damage yet. We got a lot of low rolls though. So what can I do with what I have? Do I want to use this key? I might want to use this key in here. I think I might want to use the key in here. Yeah, I'm going to use the key, I think. Actually, technically, I don't need to use the key. I can do some interesting stuff. I can like break through walls to get to this guy up here. I think that's what I might do. All right. I am going to sacrifice. I mean, I have the key. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to necessarily use the key in the next area. I will sacrifice this 1 to make this a 2. No, make this a 4. So what I'm going to do is the following. I'm going to do 3. Oops. Apparently I can't write. 3. And then don't like that I'm going to lose my path. Oh, we'll do it this way. We'll do 4, 5, and we will just dump the 1 right here. I can still go out this way if I need to. Would have liked to be able to kill both of them in one go, but let's gamble. A 4 and a 2, so I'm not taking any damage again. They only damage me on 5s, so that's going to clear this guy out for sure. But how do I want to do it is the question. We'll do a 3 here, and we will sacrifice this 1 to make this a 4, and we will do 4. Actually, no, we don't even need to do that. So we have diagonal, and I actually have the ability to reroll too, which I totally forgot. I always forget to use certain abilities, so let's not forget to do that. But I have +1 range right now, so I can actually go straight here, and I can do a 4 and a 5, just like that. So 4, 5, and we'll drop another 4 in here. This is going to be the column I'm not going to be able to finish, so I just have to remember that. I cannot fill out this box right here or this box right here. So I have to make a mental note of that right now. Okay. And I think I used everything. Did I use this extra 4? Yeah, I did. Okay, so let's roll. I do take damage. I take 1 damage from the mummy. So let's mark that down. But the mummy is going to die. So I got the 6. So this is really the only item that I can get right now. And so I'm just going to sacrifice this 1 to make this a 6. And then I just have to connect all those 3, 4, 5, 4. So we'll do a 4 here. And then we'll do so we got this in case I need it. We'll do the other 6 in this rune. Can't forget about that. And then we'll just start closing this out. 5, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, should have went higher that way. Oh well. So now I can only take damage from wandering monsters. So we're just gonna quickly 1, 6, 6, 2, 1, and now I basically just need a 3, 4, or 5 on this next roll. So I got the 5, so I don't need to re-roll anything. So we will do 3, 5. Wait, actually, no, I can't finish. I can't get this column because I put something here. So I did what? 3, 5, and then 4. Whoops, sorry, I did it again. 4, and we'll do a 5 here, and that gets us out. All right, so let us once again make sure we did not make any mistakes. 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 5. So that gets us out cleanly. So we are going to get XP. We're kind of at a point where XP doesn't really help us too much anymore, but I guess it's important for seeing how well you did. So we're going to go for it the best that we can. There probably was a way to get all these columns, but I'm not seeing it. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's another 10 XP, I think. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think, I have a lot of XP. I have a lot of hit points left. Maybe I want to get these steam powered boots. Maybe I can put them to some good use. All right. So we are in the boss's area, the tomb of Vhor Shan. Shan's tomb. I don't know what he actually is. They don't describe what kind of monster he is, so I'm just gonna assume it's a king mummy. I don't know. So they start out being able to do 2 damage on 4s or higher, and then there's 2 mummies, so they do damage on 5s or higher. So the mechanic here is there's a crushing wall. At the end of every turn, we're basically going to be crossing out a column. When you resolve your last die each turn, add X to all the white spaces. So there's a good chance I'm not going to be able to score, some of these columns, and it's basically going to like work its way this way, crossing out column by column by column. So I guess I'm going to worry about just killing the boss first, and then getting a connection out for XP, and then we'll see how much we can fill out before this fills out. But I don't know how much we can do every single turn because, I could count how many spaces there are, but it seems like even if I'm doing 6 a turn, I don't know. Feels like if I use my ability at all, I'm gonna hurt myself. So we'll see how this goes. So I 2, a 4, and a 5. I have 2 coins, and I can re-roll dice. Do I even want to re-roll dice, or do I want to just take the damage once? If I take the damage, I'm taking 4 points of damage, but I can kill stuff right now, including I can just kind of like go right after him. I might be able to even kill him this turn. Let's see. I do a 5. So he takes damage on 4s or higher. Is there a rule that I have to kill all the other monsters before I kill the boss? I don't think so. I don't know if it's been a while since I've like reread the whole rules. I think I just have to defeat the boss before exiting the dungeon. Again, hopefully I'm not misremembering. I did a quick look. Pretty sure that's the only requirement. So if I take 4 damage, 1, 2, 3, 4, that leaves me with not a lot of life, actually. No, I actually have more life. Yeah, it leaves me with 7 life. So yeah, I'm gonna take the damage, but I am gonna do one thing. I'm gonna re-roll this 2. Okay, that gives me some options now. So let's take the 4 damage. I take 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have a knock spell, and I have a go through a wall potion, and I have a poison potion to all work with here. So I think what I'm gonna do, I have 2 6s, 4, and a 5. So I'm gonna use a 4 here. No, I can't. I'm gonna use the invisibility potion first to go right through this wall, and then I'm gonna simply just kill the boss, I think. So these spaces, if I have a 4 and a 5, I can write on them. So technically, I actually don't even need to use that potion. So I'm not going to. Whoops. I have a 4 and a 5 in my pool, so I can literally go diagonal to with my range +1 right here. It's the same thing pretty much. And then I'm just going to simply do the following. 4, 4. Nope. Let's undo that. 6, 6, 4. And this boss dies on the first turn. This monster's damage is increased by 1 for each unmarked curse runes. There's 1 unmarked curse rune, but that's it. They dealt me 2 damage, 3, 4, but they have a defense of 4, and they only have 3 health. I actually don't even need to use the 6 on him. Actually, I could do this. So let's see. I could just do. No, I still need to do it. I still need to put something here to get to this space, unfortunately. But so I'm gonna do a 6. No, I'm gonna do. All right, what did I use? I used a 4, a 4, and a 6. I have a 4, 5, 6 left. Yeah, so we'll just use a 6 here. That kills him. This is so weird that he has such little life. I was not expecting him to just get killed. All right, and then I will start working on this guy right here. So I'll do a 4 and a 5, and then interestingly enough, well, I took the steam power boots. How can that help me? I guess that can't. Well, the steam power boots can get me some coins, so maybe I'll do that. Interestingly enough, I have Gabrielle's timepiece. Mark any number of your good dice twice this turn. Oh wait, okay, yeah, that's interesting. I can do the following. So I can mark. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can remark these guys. So I can do the following again. I can do a 6. Killing him. And then I'll do something weird, I guess. I'm going to use the invisibility potion to get through this door. And I'm just going to use the steam power boots 3 times to go through. 1, 1, 1. And, well, I guess that's not really that helpful. Well, no, actually, I can work with that still. I can go through this wall. I don't know, we'll try it. It's probably a horrible idea, actually, to do it this way, but I can always fix this by going through this wall. But I'll try to reserve low numbers for just going straight down here. I'll put a 6 here. I might have to waste 1 dice here, but I gained 2 by doing that. I don't really have a better use of these of the boots, so I'm just trying to make use of the boots. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I have another 4 left to use. Well, actually, I could do that, right? I can put the 4 here. But make sure I have another 4 left to use. I should have 4 4s, right? 5 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed up somewhere. All right, let's recalculate all my dice. This is a big turn. I should have 1 5 on the board. I should have 2 4s on the board from that. Another 4, 2 6s, 4 6. Yeah, so I have 1 more 4 in addition to all of this. to use, which I'll use right here. So now I just need a 2-3 to connect this down, and then I just have to like try to clear up as much of these spaces as I can before the wall closes. I think that's the best I'm going to be able to do. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I should have 9 unique dice plus another 3 ones. I should have 12 spaces marked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spaces marked. And I get 2 more health. All right. That was a long turn. Okay, it's a lot of high numbers. Wasn't expecting that, but that's fine. I'm going to take 2 damage, 1 from wandering monsters, and then 1 from the mummy that's still alive. We are going to kill the mummy with one of these 5s. I guess I can't finish both of these columns though, right? Is there a way to do that? There's no way to do both of these columns because of this layout, I don't think. So we are going to skip these 2 spaces. So I don't think it's possible to get both of these columns under any circumstance. Because the second you fill this out, this connects. I would have to fill out all of this. I would have had to have skipped this. So it is possible to do. So I am going to make one small change. So it's kind of a retcon, but I do believe it is actually possible to get every column. If I simply don't put a 1 there and shoot a 1 over, mark a 1 adjacent to another marked space. Darn it, darn it, darn it. It would have had to have been there. All right, we will retcon it this way. I will simply put a 4 here. It's not going to matter. Like, I don't think it's not going to change anything. I just have to get another 4 there to get that, which is going to be pretty easy to do. Oh wait, but it's the same thing. If I have to do it next to an adjacent space, then oh well, it's my mistake, I guess. If I didn't fill out this space right here, then if I would have made that the last space that's filled, then this connects everything here. But I decided to use. Okay, no. Yeah, if I do it that way, I ruin what I'm going for here. So, oh well. I'm gonna have 1 less XP than I intended. So yeah, I have to not fill out those 2. Anyway, we will fill out the rest of this really fast now. So he's dead. 5, 6, 5. Oh wait, we forgot to do this at the end of the turn. These all get X'd out because of the crushing wall. So 5, 6, 5. 5, 6. All right, we'll roll again. All right, we take 1 point of wandering damage. I'm disappointed. I mean, I could have definitely done it. I would have had to take more damage, but if I ever redo this dungeon, this is the magical space right here, or one of these spaces. It could have been this one. It could have been this one, but getting stuff on this side, using the wall smash, leaving a space open, that's how you get all the columns there. All right, so we have our 2 and our 3. I don't think I really care about re-rolling anything at this point. There's nothing else to collect other than coins. We lose this column, and there's no way to get this whole column before the game ends, as far as I can tell. So we're just going to do the following: 6, 3, 5, 1, and I need to get a 4. So we're going to roll again. We lose this column. So now I just need to be able to connect this out with a 4 and a 5, or 5 and a 6. I have the 4 for this, so I get the life back that I, gave myself before. And then we have the 5 and the 6, which gets us out the short way, right out this door. Yeah. So again, it could have been done, but I messed it up. So I guess this was not going to be as hard as I thought it was going to be. But it's one I felt like had interesting mechanics, and I felt like maybe with some bad dice rolls it could have it could have went a lot worse for me, but it looks like I got the dice roll that I needed this game. So anyway, let's calculate our XP totals. Oh, I gotta fill this out too with a 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 asterisks there. We could have got that one, but we didn't. Womp womp. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Puts us at 61 XP. Another dungeon conquered. That's with Zafinn the Mischievous Wizard. Yeah, I don't know. This one was kind of fun. Like I said, everything went our way, so I'm not really sure how different it would be had I rolled poorly. And now I'm kind of looking at some of the previous areas. Well, without range, you can't really do much, but with range, potentially I could have gotten an extra XP here. Potentially I could have gotten XP here. I don't think it's possible to get anything before these 3 crushing walls take over. I mean, I could be wrong there, but I don't think there's any amount of rolling you can do based on how many spaces are, you need to take. I could see you not doing well and having to like lose another column potentially if you use this power, or if you don't take these items. But yeah, so anyway, that is another Dungeon Pages set and done. First try kill for Zafinn. I don't think I made any rules mistakes, which is good. But if I did, please comment below if you happen to like this or watch the whole thing. Love it if you could like and subscribe or leave a comment just letting me know that you watched it, because it kind of does motivate me just to kind of keep on going. If I know at least 1 human, 2 humans out there, even if you're a robot or watching it. But other than that, I will be back with more Dungeon Pages soon. And what did I say my tagline should be? See you in the next dungeon. See you in the next dungeon. There we go. I have to remember to every time. It's not natural to me. I need to write this down somewhere. Big sticky note. Meet you in the next dungeon. But I still need to come up with a tagline for other games too. So if you have any ideas for that, let me know. I'm going to stop talking now. See you later.